Welcome, everybody, to session 28 of Season 2 of Forgotten Genesis. It's been a week. Been a crazy week on my end. It's been a little bit scrambled. A lot of crazy work. We changed, at my work, the whole, the overboss, so to speak. And so that came with a lot of need for reorganizing and recomplicating things. But eventually we'll find our stride. It got overcomplicated because one of my coworkers unfortunately got let go. So there had to be some reorganization to try and account for everybody getting hours and everybody being around to properly accomplish the things that they're doing. Real weird speaking about where I work in vagaries, but hey, I don't like to talk openly about my place of employment if I don't need to. On other channels, it may be a little different, but either way. For the sake of course, getting an inspiration die, do a recap from last week, and then in terms of a roleplay question, it may be a chance to get another inspiration die. Don't worry, we're not going to do a questionnaire like we did last week. We're just going to do one question. Everybody will answer it. Except for Brick, who's just listening in today, as Brick is currently, indisposed at airports. Ironically, in my home state temporarily, but indisposed nonetheless. Also, for the sake of simplicity and not further bogging that down as well, I'm going to go ahead and roll the D100 myself. Just to make that easy, just so we have an easy question to go ahead and pull from, but we'll get the recap going first. So, we're going to start in order of cameras, and I would say more so in order of those present on cameras. So we're going to go ahead and start with Piper. Your recap and recollection from the previous session's events. As much as you can recall.
Okay. So we were trying to figure out how we were going to deal with both the Incubus King and the Succubus King. We figured that out. We robbed a potion shop because we were going to need items. I swear to God, if the neighbors upstairs wake up my children, we're gonna have issues. We robbed a potion shop by pissing off Violet enough she raged and caused a distraction with many enchanted amenities, causing a citywide almost fun times, adult fun times.
It was an orgy. We have the adult restrictions on the channel. You're fine.
Okay, I forget. We
this is
also
not a place for
had
children.
to go.
If there are children currently watching this, leave now.
We also were robbing the potion store, not for like certain, not just for like, we were robbing it for a certain drug that we have to take in order to get to the palace, because we can't go in that area without being drugged. And then we diluted the drug and we went in, and we are now inside the Pickle Palace that's flying around on the backs of Incubus and Succubi that are enjoying their job way too much. And we snuck in, and now Neseo is got caught by something, and we don't know what it is yet.
Correction, it was Brick that got caught.
Nope, it was not.
Oh, it was Neseo. Hold on. Was it Neseo?
It was Neseo.
Neseo, was that you?
Brick
My
was
brain's
like,
a little bit fucked from last week. I apologize. I'm mixing up people.
Yeah, because okay. Brick was like, for once it wasn't me!
Alright, cool. Also, for the sake of this, considering it is more than likely that this will be getting into a combat encounter before we continue with the rest of the recaps, I would like to shadowbox Brick's character. This will be under the caveat, by the way, that Brick's character may not necessarily die during this, but should a condition be encountered where that character may otherwise die, then there will be some things that he may have to roll to recover from. But basically, this will be a matter of, Brick, who do you trust with your character to roll for? whether you're able to type with that or not. Either way. You don't trust RNJ, but as far as avoiding consequences, you choose Megan. Okay, Megan, you're going to be shadowboxing for Brick in the event that this gets into a fight. I feel like I said that halfway through you getting your headphones on. Megan, you're going to be shadowboxing for Avery, assuming this gets into a fight.
We can't hear you. Your microphone's like all the way.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
There we go.
He trusts your rolls. He's like, you
Okay.
you
He
won't
went through his
kill Avery.
Pokeballs and chose the guinea pig.
I mean,
Guinea, I choose you.
Technically, our favorite Pokemon is Pikachu, so.
But that's a
I
lightning
am
mouse.
the Pokemon that. Yes, but I'm the Pokemon that never falters.
Fair.
Team Rocket never caught Pikachu. They were always blasting off again.
Yes.
But-
However, caveat: this is D&D. It is not scripted like that. So,
Doesn't matter.
either way, solid recap, Amber. You got your first and foremost inspiration there. Now we'll go ahead and move on to Megan since you popped up, and then we'll loop back around to Nescio and then
They
Vanessa.
basically made Violet very angry.
Green did his fist.
They did Violet very angry.
Yep.
Angry doggo.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much it. They made Angry Doggo. It was in their best interest. It wasn't like it wasn't a good idea. It was a good idea.
Fair enough.
We just had to trick you into it. We just had to trick her into it because she would never do it willingly.
No, she wouldn't.
Okay, you earned your inspiration die. Or at least the recap side of this. Next. Why the hell does my brain keep... God, it's like I'm hitting a mental wall. Xanon! Your side of the recap.
So let's see. Went to the shop with Piper on the map. Talked to the corpse. Went to the secret room. Found the vault. Opened it. I got followed the scent with succubus. Found out the soul was turned into the succubus king. Sorry, I went back too far.
All good?
Okay. We took all the potions. Drank the potion needed. Fly up to the castle. Failed stealth roll. Everyone else is still hidden.
Pretty much. Everyone else, as far as you can tell, is still hidden. So that's your inspiration die for at least the recap side of this. Now, Venestra. As I scroll down to their chat just to be sure that I'm not missing it. All right. Who wants to go ahead and read that off?
It's Amber's thing. Amber's supposed to be reading the chat off.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Amber's
Made a
got the
plan for
chamber
how to
notes
fight
for
the
it.
king/queen, robbed a potion store, handed out dildos, caused an orgy, found the palace, flew up to it, enter it, summoned, failed stealth roll, beginning the Incubus King encounter.
Pretty much. And that's a solid inspiration die for the recap for Venestra as well. Now, for the warm-up roleplay question, same question for everybody.
Oh my
and
god,
it's-
Brick just said, I got small and infiltrated the pickle after we handed out the dildos.
That's true.
Yeah, it was a pickle. It was literally a pickle.
Inspiration die for Brick, if anyone wants to write that down for his sake. for later, you may do so since he's not
In
going to be.
just a minute. Just a minute, please.
Not asking anyone specific, and it's no rush. So, now for the warm-up question. We'll start with Violet.
Okay.
Does your character regret any particular choice the party has made?
No.
No.
She doesn't have the. Let me put it this way. Violet's very much a forward-looking kind of person, so it's not really for her to look back very often. When she does look back, she gets sad, so she doesn't like to do that very often. Can't get it open.
Fair enough. That's the roleplay warm-up. Inspiration die for Violet. Next for Piper. Does Piper regret any particular choice that the party has made, whether this be in season 1 or 2? Since, again, there's more backstory for Piper to lean on.
No, not really. I mean, at the end of the day,
Angel.
at the end of the day, we're here. We're about to get into some shit. Let's go, bro.
Fair
Go,
enough.
bro.
What's the point of looking back? You can't go back to it.
Yeah, it is a somewhat weak question, and I almost suspect people may have a similar answer. Do you all want me to re-roll for the sake of a more diverse reaction?
Good.
Okay. Then we'll go ahead and move forward to Nessio then. Is there any particular choice that the party has made that Xanon particularly regrets?
That's a tough one.
These are new players.
True. There's less game history to be working with.
Sure.
I would say I wouldn't say regret. I don't regret.
Fair enough. And finally, Venestra. Same question. Does Venestra regret any particular choice the party has made? I feel like that absolutely is like a closer to, and all of the group has stuck together, like closer to a later stage arc kind of question, but it's where the dice landed.
Nothing really so far.
That's fair.
You can ask Angel.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Since we will be getting an angel section in this session as well, toward the ending here. So, is there any particular action that the party as a whole made that Angel regrets?
Several.
Is there one
They're
you'd
all
like to
early.
name?
She didn't have any say in some of them, so Malka dying is probably her worst one for her. She wouldn't want anyone to die for her. It's just who she is. It just really bothers her sometimes.
Fair.
She thinks about the turtle a lot because her mom's a turtle. And her dad having to have, she also gets really upset with her grandfather sometimes because her grandfather left his son to deal with such a heavy burden by himself. He wasn't ready for it.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
All right. Earned roleplay answer inspiration die. All around.
Ooh.
Whoop.
I
Brick
guess
dropped.
Rick had to go.
Yeah.
I guess Rick had to go.
He had to leave.
Brick dropped out so he could fly. Anyway.
Sail away, sail away, sail. Sorry. That was the only thing that came to my head.
Rolling for turbulence. Okay. Colorado weather is not going to be nice to that plane. I'm kidding. So,
We want our friend back.
yeah.
We want him to come back to the place where buffalo roam.
Rick, come back. You can blame it on me.
What happens when you drop a brick from 30,000 feet and it lands on somebody?
Stop it!
I'm sorry.
It's not even a funny joke. That was a horrible joke.
It was
Bad joke.
particularly
Bad
dark.
joke.
We love you, Brick. Get home safe, my guy. And enjoy your vacation.
I understand making it a joke, but not while he's on a plane. Like, 30,000 feet in the air is not a place to make a huge joke. Yeah, but if you can't laugh at your own, sadness, what else can you laugh at? That's also a thing.
Dark humor exists for a reason. So we don't drown.
2, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Okay, Brick just updated his inspiration. Cool. So,
Gonna leave. There's no cell service in here. Anyway. Good point.
fair enough.
Okay, I'm going to go. Be right back. I'm going to this.
You know what? That's fine. It's fitting. Everybody else has currently maintained their stealthy positions, and at the moment, Xanon. That haunting voice had made itself known. Dragon entering a larger beast's domain. And the pools, this twisted bathhouse before you, down at the bottom of which succubi sit, start to bubble and boil. In an almost inviting sense, somewhat like a jacuzzi, but even just the radiating heat near them is strong enough that for anyone of a non-draconic nature, or even anyone of a somewhat normal nature, would be very prone to being scalded by such hot waters.
Mm.
As long as we're on the subject. Well, it can only really see you at the moment, or they can. These seemingly succubi look at you, their eyes staring up piercingly, an off purple glow piercing through the waters as they stare up at you, an ambient green filtering in through the rest of the room. You feel a fog start to cling to your mind, much like the rest of the fog that is billowing out from this place and out toward the wing-like structures in the back. I need you to go ahead and give me an intelligence saving throw, as they're going to use an ability simply called Forgetfulness.
Is this this type of charm effect?
No. It's a stun.
Hold on.
Ah,
Just some quick reading. Okay, no, it doesn't work. It's a 13 total.
As the fog filters in and that fog begins to permeate your mind, you momentarily feel yourself mentally lock up, like that sensation of walking through a doorway and then forgetting why you walked through it for a moment. Momentarily so self-obsessed and self-absorbed in it that you realize you're not moving. You can't move. Oh God, you can't move. As these waters begin to explode outward, the boiling waters spraying outward in a field of about 20 feet. For the people that are relatively close to Revik, which I imagine everybody was relatively close together on entering this place, I need everybody to go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
How far away? Sorry, how far away are we from the succubus?
not it, baby.
Oh, by the way, sorry. Xanon auto-fails as you are stunned. You cannot successfully make a dexterity saving throw. I apologize.
It's a 19 plus whatever my dexterity is.
19 plus whatever your dexterity is. Okay.
Yeah.
13 plus whatever my dexterity is as well. Mia just woke up.
Okay, so 19 plus your dex, 18 auto fail from Xanon. And then we have from... Oh, I will still have you roll one for Ravik. And then... How close would you guys be to Xanon? Well, I guess that depends. Did you guys let him sort of lead the charge, or were you generally all trying to filter in anyway? Actually, to make this simpler for Theater of Mind, I will say this. Everybody who is not currently Xanon, go ahead and roll me a d20. If you get above 10, you are outside of 20 feet away from him, closer to the entrance. And if you get below, if you get not above 20, if you get above 10, you get the outside of 20 feet and closer to the entrance. And if you get 10 or below, then you are close enough to him to be caught by this water. That'll be a simpler way to do this.
It's a dex saving throw.
For Ravik, yeah.
That's a 12.
12, okay. And Megan for the flat D20 for Violet and Avery.
Do you want the 19 that I gave you? Because I gave you 19 plus my dexterity, whatever it was. Or do you want me to re-roll?
Okay, so this is separate from the dexterity saving throw. This is just a flat D20 roll for each of those characters to determine how close you are to Xanon.
I have a 15.
Okay. And then for Avery, since you're rolling
Hold
as
on.
stand-in for him.
18 for Avery. 18's on my. He's on my back anyway, so he would be counted as somebody on my back.
Okay. So both of you will close toward the entrance and don't get hit by this water spray. And then we have Amber, who just went to go ahead and check on the baby. So then this will be Amira and Sinestra for the flat d20 just to dictate distance. That's a d12. What am I doing? There we go. Halcyon is also close to Violet in this case and closer to the entrance. Oh, this was before the deck save, so both of you are also closer to the entrance as well.
I sent you a message, Drew. I'm
Okay.
pulling up my Word so I can type this out on the side. Close.
Alright, yeah. Either way, even with flat d20 rolls, V and Amira are fine. As far as the water damage to Xanon in this case, it would be considered 10 fire damage with the scalding hot waters. If you have any resistances, it will of course be cut down appropriately.
I do.
Okay.
So 5 damage.
Yep. 5 fire damage.
Do I go and get some pickled garlic just because it sounds yummy?
It's up to you.
I'll get some popcorn instead.
Okay. Now that said, as this... Okay, as this spray goes out, and these creatures have clearly made themselves known to be hostile, I want everybody to go ahead and roll me an initiative roll for those that are still considered under stealth. Again, in this case would be everybody except for Xanon. You do have advantage on your incoming attack roll. Should you take an action, of course, that will break your stealth condition. Good old stealth rule. It'll be Xanon, Ravik, and then V and Amira for initiative rolls for now, and then we'll get everybody else as they filter back in. Halcyon rolled poorly. So that's initiative from Ravik and Xanon, and then initiative from Venestra and Amira.
Oh, sorry. Damn. Okay, that's 4 for me and 8 for Rabbit.
Hey. Total?
Total.
Oof. You know what? It makes sense given that you're stunned.
Xanon was a natural 1. That's a 4 total.
Great.
Which to reiterate, now that we're getting into combat, you are stunned actually for a duration of 1 minute, which counts as 10 combat rounds. However, at the end of each of your turns, you have a chance of repeating the saving throw and breaking the effect.
Clear.
Done.
Dean is Xanon.
Okay, so 4 for Xanon, and you said 8 for Ravik?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, and if someone could... Okay, I can just do this. There we go. We got a 21 for Amira and a 20 for Violet. For Venestra.
Can they see all of us, Joe?
They cannot see all of you, which means, of course, you are, all of you, entering into this fight from a stealth condition, which means you will have advantage on any first attack
But do we
rolls against
have
these
to fight it
creatures.
if there's only one person that's gotten caught?
That's up to you. However, regardless, at least for the moment, it is entering initiative order. Whether that means a fight, whether that means something else, is based entirely on what choices you guys choose to make. So,
I'm confused on what's happening, so let's be quiet.
let's see here. Alright, and in this case, it does mean that Venestra will technically go right before the bathhouse does. Initiative for Violet and for Avery.
With Violet, it is a natural 20, which makes it a 28. And 14 for Avery. Plus whatever his actual modifier is.
Okay.
Well, let me pull up his modifier on my phone.
You said 18 plus modifier for Avery?
No, 14 plus his
14
modifier.
plus his modifier, okay. His initiative modifier is a +1, so that's 15. Demon King is deeper into the complex, however, he was at the very least made aware of Xan. He is not here in the bathhouse. Okay. And just in case Amber has access to her phone, I'm gonna text Amber if she wants anybody to roll initiative for her sake. Just so that she can enter the turn order for now.
If somebody can roll for me because I can still hear y'all. I just can't roll.
Okay. You want Megan to roll for you? You were breaking up quite a bit.
I don't cast with somebody.
It is a natural 20 for Viper.
Natural 20 for Piper. Okay, let me take a look here. +5, so 25 for Piper. And then finally rolling for the pool fiends, of which there are 5 pools that are immediately visible in this chamber. And for the sake of ease, since this is, of course, Theater of the Mind, we're going to treat this kind of like a, well, kind of like a hot spring insofar as there can be different aromatics and different temperatures in each pool, and in this case I'm going to distinguish it by colors, so.
Trying to avoid smelling like a wet dog and start sneaking.
Sorry about this part. It is going to take just a quick moment. And I'm also going to try and do something to help the at least imagination for the space. At least in the initiative order, given that this is Theater of the Mind. Try and help out with this, the thought of the spacing. I am basically putting down immediately kind of where these enemies are spaced out relative from the entrance that you guys went into. So. Where the fuck did my mouse cursor go? There we go.
Okay.
This is also me writing down the general size of what was supposed to be the map.
Mm.
Okay, sorry this took so long to fucking type out. I apologize. Like I said, chaotic week. I would have had this shit done in a fucking notes document before, but I'm nor the awakenedness to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes life is just that way.
Yeah. And also for the sake of framework, if you were to have a bird's eye view of this map, which you normally would on a TTRPG platform, these pools are spaced out in 5 points, kind of like a pentagon or a gram. It's the abyss. So. Each pool also respectively is about 10 feet wide. There is the barest bit of actual stonework between each pool to where a little bit more water and they would reasonably overflow. Otherwise, again, water from the 2 closest pools splashes out and deals 5 fire damage straight to Xanon. That is coming from the green pool fiend and the blue pool fiend. So, with that, we jump into proper initiative. Violet with a 28.
Peek around the situation.
Mike, a little closer. What?
She's gonna try to sneak around this situation. I said that before.
Gonna try and move around it. Okay.
Yep.
All right, you've got 60 feet between you and what looks to be an entrance into a further room. And just as a reminder, while stealthing, your movement speed is halved.
Okay.
All right, so your current movement speed as Violet is what normally?
Hold on. Can you just not? Can you not do this to me? Can you just open? Okay. Where is my movement speed, DM?
Your movement speed,
Let me see if I can pull up the character sheet. Sorry. Oh. I swear to God, if this storm wakes her back up again, I'm gonna cry. I've had a day.
I think we've all had a day. I wanted to be a little more energetic for this.
Have coffee or slash tea. Where'd my tea go? Tea? Oh, there you are.
Your walking speed is 40 feet.
40 feet, okay.
We're gonna slowly sneak like a dog, because I don't want to smell like a wet dog. I'm sorry, Violet is in a mood. It's just like, y'all have already pissed me off today, motherfuckers.
It is exceedingly humid in here. You might not be able to avoid it. Just saying.
I'm gonna still try. I'm gonna try.
You can still try.
Damn, we're gonna attempt it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you're going to go ahead and try and stealth around. You have a normal movement speed of 40 feet. You can progress through a third of this chamber to try and progress toward the other door. You will be getting into at least the perception range of the other fiends, so I need you to go ahead and roll me another stealth check. Well, actually, sorry. What was your previous stealth check, if we recall? Do we recall? Because I'll just have them roll perceptions. That's simpler.
I still had a 19 on my stealth check last time. Plus 3 is a 22.
Okay, 22. What they gotta me to beat. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, it's like, no. It's like one of those moments of, you can't see me. No one can see me.
That
Too many makes
one
me
doesn't
beat my
notice
own head.
you. That one
And
doesn't
he is
notice
awakened.
you.
I'm
However,
gonna do more.
as you get toward the end of the chamber, the purple pool fiend, which is the one at the farthest point of the room, you notice this succubus turn her gaze toward you in that purple-colored water, that ambient aroma of lavender turning rancid and sickening as it begins to bubble up. And spray outward. Now, you've only used your movement action for this. You still have your action and bonus action.
Can I use intimidation in order to say, sit the fuck back down?
You
Not
can
the
certainly
ones.
try.
Oh,
Roll intimidation at
Violet's kind of
disadvantage.
peeved. Intimidation at disadvantage?
These are creatures on home base doing their job.
Shit. Holy shit. Those are 2 natural 20s, DM.
Okay. Describe how you intimidate this succubus in the water.
There's going to be a mental reach out. This is not the time. I am not the one.
Today is not the day, and I am not the one.
Right.
It rolls its eyes and turns its attention back toward the other half-dragon, who thought he could sneak in here. Okay. That's your
Letting you know
movement and
that
your
I rolled
action.
my stealth for Avery, by the way, considering he's still attached to me. I'm counting him attached to me.
He is
Like
backpacked.
No, he's like a koala underneath the dog. Like it's one of those like weird sloth situations where the baby's underneath the sloth.
Okay, you still have your bonus action.
I am going to... Is there by any chance like a faucet to turn the water off, like the heat off?
As an interact object, that would be an action.
Okay, well then I'll wait for my next round.
As far
Yeah,
as any
we're
visible
just-
faucets, I will allow your bonus action to be a perception check if you would like.
Sure, why not? Why not? I can't see shit. That's a 1.
For all you know, these fucking things are generating the water. It wouldn't shock you. It's the abyss. Which could also mean a number of
I knew
things
it.
like, is this even water? But that's another problem.
Those two net 20s. Don't fuck with
Are
me,
there any faucets in here? The
boys. I'm not
crenellations are very
today.
pretty.
Oh yeah, this is very nice tile,
Okay.
but my nails are making the clicky clack noise on it.
So are we
I would say
fighting
with
the
that stealth
pools, or are
check, you're
there
more so
fiends
walking on
in
the
the
pads of your
pools?
feet and avoiding dragging your nails on it. But, yep. You are fighting the fiends in the pools, the pool fiends.
Are these fiends drawing power from these pools?
Would you like to try and infer that? Roll me an
Kinda, 'cause,
Arcana check.
I'm guessing this means this is an action.
It would be. You were
That's
taking
50.
15
Yeah.
total?
Yes.
It seems that despite this building being seemingly made of copper and thereby a magic-containing substance, it seems that they are just absorbing fiendish energy off of effectively every inch of this structure. And so therefore, whoever owns it.
Okay, because then that gets rid of the idea I had.
You still have your movement
Maybe.
and your bonus.
I'm gonna just do sneaky sneak with the dog for the moment. Somebody's gonna need to shadow box me because both the kids are awake. Because
Oh shit.
the storm is that bad.
Okay. In which case, then, for the sake of simplicity, do you remember what your previous stealth roll was?
It was a 20-something.
20-something. Okay. I'm gonna
No,
go ahead.
okay, no.
Given that you've got a positive dex mod, I'll say. Give me a d6. We'll call that the modifier. whatever the stealth was for the sake of anyone trying to roll against it, and detector.
Ooh.
I really should write this shit down. Dude, okay, 22. Not terrible. I really should write this shit down when it concerns these kinds of things, but for some reason yesterday I was too excited. Alright, so you're going to go ahead and Shadowbox Piper. She does have her bonus action and her movement left. In this case, what do you want to go ahead and do? Since again, at least at the moment, Piper has avoided notice. Megan?
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you asking me?
So, Amber just asked you to shadow box for Piper for a moment. She still has her movement and her bonus, and she is currently stealthed.
Moving. We're gonna try to. I'm gonna have her try to look around and look for a faucet or something still, cause I fucking failed that.
Okay. This is dragging every character in the party in Baldur's Gate 3 to that one dirt mound to see if anybody realizes that they can use their shovel there.
At least they did. Don't even start with me, Joe. I found so many dirt mounds that way. Don't even start with me.
Roll me a perception check. Cav.
Okay. Natural 20.
I will also add the question, would Piper have been aware to think to look for a faucet of any kind?
Yes.
Okay.
She would have done it before Violet would have. Violet was trying to figure it out, considering she told everybody is under your care and take care of it. But why?
Okay. So that is a 36 perception. There are no visible faucets in these chambers. Nor piping of any kind.
Great. The heat's coming from them. That's hilarious, but also sad.
The working title for this session as it started off called A Steamy Reception for a reason. So,
Ew.
you guys are in Succubus Abyss. It's gonna be you until you guys leave.
Hey, wonderful.
It comes from all the fucking... You make a point, Vinestra. And that's not just pure water. I mean... It's D&D. Use your imagination.
No.
So,
No.
means it could just be water. It depends
No.
it depends entirely on where your
No.
imagination goes.
No.
So,
No. You said the words anyways.
I said
Why
nothing.
did you say that?
I said what Vinestra said and typed down. I read off what Vinestra typed. Where your minds wander here is entirely on you.
I'm not taking that blame, Joe. I'm really not taking that blame.
Okay, and Piper is going to move 15 feet into this space. Fair enough. Still within, at least for the most part, range of the normal fiends. And actually, oh yeah, sorry. You only encountered the second set as Violet, not the purple one. So you were picked up by white and pink. Because you only used 20 feet of movement. So,
Me.
Annie Whooser. Moving right on down the list. Amira. What is Amira going to do? actually pull up a separate initiative tracker, because there was a website that I used for this. That way I don't have to keep going back and forth between the Bethesda chat and the combat tracker. But I can have it in another window. How big are each of the pools? Each of them are a diameter of 10 feet, but they are, for the most part, full circles.
So what am I supposed to do? I thought it was the end of my turn. My turn's over.
It is. I'm answering the master's question. This is
Okay.
Vanessa's turn.
Okay.
You're okay. Don't you worry, child. Any pools with nothing in it, all 5 are fully inhabited. Can't shape water, dash freeze them. Yeah. That be the caveat? There are other means by which you could freeze that water. That's different, different kinds of water.
I don't know.
Amira would extend her staff out as she attempts to cause confusion amongst the demons, casting enemies abound. Okay. Fantastic. Enemies abound. 3rd level enchantment spell, 1 action, 120-foot range. Plenty within this chamber. And it is a concentration spell. Visual and somatic components. Reach out to the mind of one creature you can see and force it to make an intelligence saving throw. The creature automatically succeeds if it is immune to being frightened on a failed save. Target loses its ability to distinguish friend from foe regarding all creatures it can see as enemies until the spell ends. Each time the target takes damage, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on itself on a success. Whenever the affected creature chooses another creature as the target, it must choose the target at random from among the creatures it can see within range of the attack or other ability it's using. If an enemy provokes an opportunity attack from the affected creature, the creature must make that attack if it's able to. Okay. Alright, range of 120 feet, and is that, let's see, is that single target? Is that spear range cone? As the target, unfortunately, seems to have been left unfilled in. One creature. Okay. Which pool are you going for?
Hello?
Purple pool fiend. Okay. Cool, cool. One farthest away. All right. That'll be an intelligence save from the purple pool fiend pool succubus pool. Baboo. It automatically succeeds if it's immune to being frightened. Let's take a look here. Not immune to being frightened. Okay. Also does not have proficiency in intelligence saving throws. However, despite that, it does have still a decent modifier. Okay. How's a 13 do ya? Fails. Okay. Mira has a 20. Good to know.
Every time the lightning flashes, she wakes up, so. We have it via the down.
All right. And what is the potential max duration of that spell? $60 seconds. Okay, so it's a minute, 10 rounds. Gotcha.
Okay. Mommy's right here. You okay?
Cool. And then bonus action and movement action. Mira is going to maintain their current spot. Gotcha. All right. And with that, we can all take psychic damage as we note that apparently Brick paid $8 to get some shitty on-flight Wi-Fi. As he's on call. Nice. Listening in, I'm sure.
I got nosy about the game. I don't want to be sitting down the plane.
It's all good, man. It's
I
all
mean, either
good.
way, you're gonna be bored on the plane. Might as well get some interwebs. Hi. What?
With that, Amira is now also concentrating on a spell. So, there we go. We're going to mark that in the initiative order. Fantastic.
Okay.
All right. Next up, we have Venestra.
Okay. Venestra is going to charge the blue pool and begin to pummel said pool's occupant with her hammer.
Going to charge the blue pool and begin to pummel said pool's occupant with her hammer. Okay. So, to do so, as this pool is 10 feet in diameter,
Okay. No, okay.
yeah.
They
Excuse me.
missed this grumpy goat.
I don't know what the fuck's happening with my focus right now. Window's open and everything. It should not, it's not heat that's getting me.
So 32, 29, 30, wait. Yeah, 31 and another 31 to hit.
Okay. So, you can actually count those as your first two attacks, as these count as swinging into water, which with melee weapons, unless you're proficient with water combat, count at disadvantage. So, either way, those first two still hit regardless. But I'm going to need you to roll 4 more times for your next two attacks. And of course, on the subject of water, I'm going to drink some in hopes that this tries to fucking snap me out of whatever the hell this goddamn weird fugue state is that I'm working with. Okay, that's the third attack, and then go ahead and roll 2 more times. Okay, yep, all 4 attacks hit.
Somebody's just giving me the biggest grump face. I'm sorry I can't control the weather, otherwise I'd turn it the fuck off right now.
You could send it here. I love the rain.
It's like, here, take baby, so she can have calmness. Well, actually, she is definitely toddler, finally. Often. She's grumpy right now. She's like, I was perfectly asleep, and then the sky decided to be loud.
Either way, yes, all 4 attacks hit, and I'm about to get to the really mean part of you fuckers.
So do all the hits hit?
Well, it's not 8, it's 4, as trying to attack through water with a melee weapon does incur disadvantage. But yes, all 4
Yes, but
of
do
them
they
hit.
all?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I don't know if my microphone's picking me up because apparently at certain angles it just doesn't pick up anything.
She's rolling the dabblage.
Rolling the damage. Fantastic.
Jesus. It's okay. Okay. I know this guy's being loud. Did y'all hear that one?
Okay. As it takes that first bout of 44 points of damage, all of the water begins to light up a vibrant, glowing purple as it's going to try and use Instinctive Charm to force you to turn that damage about to your own allies. So, go ahead and give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, so, as I'm observing this, it will be a good idea what my idea was.
Specifically, it would be whichever creature is closest. Okay, 16 plus 9, you're fine. For a moment after that first swing, you feel your gaze pushed toward Violet with violent intent before you shake it off and keep swinging at this beast. Violet would be the closest one to you at that point. And you deal a respectable... Christ on a cracker, gotta do some math. 75 plus 95, 100. 111 points of damage. To this pool fiend. Good lord. I gotta adjust that. I gotta adjust the remaining HP on this poor fucker. So that was... Okay, hold on. Just I'm gonna get out the calculator. Because I can't do mental math right now. There we go. Oh, that's
First
yep.
break, Joe.
First break?
That way you can grab something to eat or something so your brain will
Oh, I've eaten plenty. I've also drank
get a
plenty.
soda.
I'm sustained. I've got caffeine in my system even. What'd you get?
Right here.
Okay, either way. As you go in and you begin bashing into this pool, slamming into the succubus-like creature beneath, you can see part of the form begin to refract into the water and look like something far more bestial and a decent bit uglier as when that final hammer swing rings out and crashes into this poor succubus's face. this is what you find beneath the waters, staring back up at you in the purple, well, purple goop at this point, as you find it's far more viscous than normal water should be. We're done. It's not letting me copy paste image. Copy image. Paste image. There we go.
Yep, that's me.
Mild correction. Slave. Okay, slashing, not bashing. Gotcha.
Breaking up on my end, which means the internet's going weird.
I'm pretty sure I was definitely lagging too, because, jeez.
So again, is that-
everything
yeah.
it's Discord lagging. It's a whole
As that
Discord
final
lag.
carve in the glaive rams right into the side of this succubus, suddenly that very attractive exterior collapses and gives way to a bulbous, robed, and wide-toothed, hideous, demon-like creature, looking definitely more at home in a swamp pool than a bathhouse.
Mm. Yum.
Did I miss something?
Look at session art.
I'm scared. What have you done? What have you done? What have you done?
Why have you done this?
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah.
As when you
yeah.
carve into it, even through the water, you can hear it go. An abyssal. Delicious violence. Maybe I could harvest it. Won't you climb into the pool with Mummy?
No! Nope, I'm stealing their water. I'm stealing their water. God damn it. Shit, I'm out. B, with a flick of her wrist, would throw it 40 feet away.
Throw it 40 feet away. Okay.
Man, always throwing wasn't one of my bonus actions. God damn it. Pick somebody up and throw them. It'd be fun. I'm also not a whatever Nestra is.
Knockback on her attacks. These are augmentations to a normal Eldritch Blast, which has a pushing ability based on the adaptations she's given it.
Mhm.
So, as it gets lurched and slammed out of the pool, the thick and viscous substance splashes and splatters against the wall behind it, as it now stands free and is itself able to now utilize some mobility. As those anemic wings themselves start to stretch out and flap, and this creature begins to hover a few inches off the ground. So, with that, we move on to Venestra. If you do the final ledger. Oh. Yeah. By all means. Oh, that's right. You have 5 right now. Or am I correct? I don't know. Well, plus 12. That still hits.
You have a kiss? No, okay. That's good. Fair. Fair.
Okay, 22 damage. All right. And as it rears up and growls at you, finally one more blast buries itself in its throat, as it almost seems to spit the magic out and look back at you with utter hatred and venom. Now, on to the lair action. All of the pools and even the now dispersed pool begins to bubble and sizzle, as even the floor in the room that you are all currently within seems to grow hotter, as if stepping on asphalt on a hot Arizonan or Texan summer with bare feet. I need everybody to go ahead and give me Constitution saving throws.
I'm fireproof.
Okay, everybody who's not fireproof to give me Constitution saving throws.
It's like, I must read it.
Amira is floating. Okay. The air itself is still heating up as well. It is not just the surface. It's basically sauna mode.
I think. Do I need to make one too?
You are
Resistant to
I believe
fire.
resistant, not immune. So you roll against half of whatever damage gets potentially rolled, and stunned will not make you auto-fail con saves. It's dex that you'll not be able to make.
I mean, where's the attack coming from?
This is a lair action and an ambient environmental effect that is starting to occur
What?
as the entire
No.
chamber itself begins to heat up.
Okay. So flying doesn't matter.
With how much the air is heating up as well, flying won't matter. The only thing this will allow you guys to avoid for the next round as flyers will be the difficult terrain aspect to this.
Okay. $14.
14. Okay. 14 from Neseo. We got 24 from Amira, as well as 27 from Dinestra. And then we get, how much do we have from
Yeah, there's
Piper?
nothing in there. Ah!
Or Constitution save.
Okay. 18
18. And then for
plus 10
cool, 28. And
plus
then for
11.
Avery.
Sorry. 29, and
Right,
then
I better
Avery.
pull up Avery's as well.
Avery's a 19.
Okay.
What? What do you want? Ow, my hip.
Alright, Avery got a natural 19. None of you rolled low enough to take serious damage from this, so you are all taking half damage. See how this goes.
Oh, hell no, I don't need you.
And then
in that,
anybody
thank you.
resistant to fire takes half of even this. Okay.
You're leaning back at the wrong moment.
So 17 halved would be rounded down to 9, and 9 halved would be rounded down to 5 for those resistant to fire.
What?
As each of you feel yourselves break out into a dizzying sweat, or for those of you that are scaled, dizzyingly overheated, though still able to remain and retain focused, given your saving throws. For those, however, that are not flying. Oh, Amira is immune. Okay. For those, however, that are not flying, it is considered difficult terrain for the next round until Blair comes back around. Particular turn. Now, for the purple pool fiend. How much damage for the resistant? 5.
Damage.
5 damage.
Fine.
Okay. Purple Pool Fiend stands from its throne position. And it turns its head, and you hear an entire set of vertebrae, fatter and larger than should be natural for a being like this, crack and rattle down its body as it straightens itself. It opens its hand and its robe to the side, pulling forth what you've gotten ever so familiar with for the whips that these succubi wield, except these ones seem to be fetid, weathered, and slicked with some form of swamp filth. As it whips it across the air, the shockwave through the air blows itself almost an off green, but seems to crack more than would be natural, as it then takes a swing toward you. So, enemies bound on purple. Oh, fair. And that's within that which it can see. It considers all of it enemies. And okay, yeah. Let's see. So that makes for 4 additional targets from its potential allies, and then for you guys, 1, 2 more that are currently visible. So that's a D6. And the way I'm going to dictate this is just basically 1 through 6 will be just downward in the initiative order. Hey, 6. So, wait. Let's see here. Nistra and Amira are off the table. Light is 3. Ink is 4. Blue is 5, green is 6. Wait, hold on, that's 7. Xanadu. Yeah, am I doing my math right? I am not doing my math right. Xanon and Ravik. Okay, sorry, that's a D8. Gotta
Break so
find,
you can walk around for a minute.
gotta find my diamond rock. I'm gonna roll my diamond rock. 7. Which will make for... Okay, that'll make for Green Pool Fiend, the one 20 feet from the entrance. If it got an 8, it would have landed on you, Xanon.
Of course.
Which, as you are stunned, that would have been an attack made at advantage. So, Green Pool Fiend, as it quickly... Well, at least quickly tries to bolt over. Nah, it actually, yeah, no, it flutters over pretty well. And it's going to, looking down at its apparent ally. Oh, hold on. That ability can target 2 creatures. I'm gonna roll in the D8 one more time. Okay. Okay. It's going to point this at both Ravik and the Green Pool Fiend. Poison Mind. I'm going to need Ravik to go ahead and roll me a Wisdom saving throw.
Is this type of what type of effect is this?
This is going to be a damage effect. And a blinding effect.
Oh. Wisdom. 17.
17 total?
Yes.
Okay, DC is 19. As Ravik, for a moment, as this creature turns and looks toward it, one eye turning its direction and the other eye turning toward its own ally. Ravik looks down at his own claws as black starts to drip from his eyes. Too much black, inky black, necrotic black. There's something rotting he can't see. And he takes 4d12 necrotic damage and will be blinded until the start. Purple Fiend's next turn. Purple Pool Fiend's next turn. So, let me go ahead and grab a couple more d12s. There we go. Okay, so that's going to be 29 points of necrotic damage to Ravik. And 29 points of necrotic damage. Green Pool Fiend.
Okay.
All right. All right, and then that is... I believe that is what it's going to do for now. Okay. Next up is White Pool Fiend, currently still mostly focused on you and your stunned state, though it is further away from you, noticing now the other folks revealing it themselves. It's going to...
Question DM when
Yeah.
it gets to my turn.
Okay. As the pools begin to boil violently out of the white pool, it almost looks white hot, like fire as fire spews forth from it, aimed mostly in the direction of this particularly effective and dangerous dragon folk with their hammer, and they're effectively casting a variant of fireball. So, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, Nestra. And Amira, assuming Amira is also paired up with you. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Shoot, when it gets to my turn. I have a question when it gets to my turn.
Okay.
Is it my turn? Because I think we've gone through the full turn, or yeah?
Not quite yet. This is the White Pool Abishai as it's casting Fireball on Vanessa. Okay. All right, 18 plus 5 and 20 plus 3. Fantastic. If there are any fire resistances involved as well, you can use that to further have this. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 1. Okay, B has resistance. And immunity for Amira. Okay. So Amira's unaffected. And otherwise, you will take a quarter of this as you already succeeded your saving throw. So that's going to be 2, 4, 10, 20, 30. Okay. 30 halved will go down to 15. Halved further down will go down to, for the sake of ease, 8 points of fire damage to Venestra.
Wiggly child. That's fair.
She is playing with a toy and it makes music, and so she's dancing.
Oh, cool.
What?
All right.
No, you don't need my phone charger! No!
Alright, in an effort to take Megan's advice and also try to snap myself out of the stupor, we're gonna go on BRB for right now while I try and, I don't know, stick my head in a freezer or something. I'm gonna figure this out.